A young woman steps inside an elevator, presses the buttons, begins tracking something completely unseen, and then simply vanishes. That woman was Elisa Lam. A 21-year-old Canadian student, Elisa was highly intelligent and meticulously documented her life online, often writing about her ongoing battles with bipolar disorder. Traveling alone, she checked into the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. This building sat amidst a harsh street-level reality and carried a dark reputation, tied to decades of unexplained deaths and notorious residents. Placing a young woman navigating severe mental health struggles inside a building steeped in violence created a uniquely dangerous situation. The environment itself became an unpredictable variable in her daily routine. On February 1st, the hotel's security cameras captured her final known moments. Stepping into one of the gold-toned elevators, she immediately presses almost every button in the middle row. The elevator should respond immediately. Instead, the doors remain completely stuck open, freezing her in place. She steps forward, leaning out into the hallway. She looks sharply to the left, then to the right, physically reacting as if tracking another person standing entirely out of frame. Re-entering the car, her movements become highly erratic. She waves her hands in complex, fluid gestures before pressing herself deep into the corner of the elevator to hide. Finally, she steps out of the elevator one last time, walking into the hallway. From that exact moment forward, no one ever sees her alive again. The footage leaves observers entirely deadlocked. Her physical actions could point to a severe psychotic break distorting her reality, but they equally suggest a rational, terrified response to a genuine physical threat standing right outside the camera's lens. Weeks pass with intense police searches turning up nothing. Then, guests begin reporting severe drops in water pressure, noting that the tap water tastes strange and is running a dark, unnatural color. Maintenance workers go to the roof to check the metal water tanks. Inside one of them, they find Elisa Lam floating lifelessly, still wearing the exact same clothes from the elevator footage. Reaching that specific location required bypassing strict security measures. Someone would have to navigate through the upper floors and pass directly through heavy, locked doors rigged with high decibel alarms to access the roof. Once on the roof, the physical exertion only increases. She would need to scale the exterior ladder of the tank and forcefully lift open an incredibly heavy metal hatch entirely on her own. When workers finally reached the tank, they found the massive metal hatch closed and secured from the outside. A person cannot seal a heavy exterior lid while treading water below it. The physical layout of the crime scene makes the theory of a solitary accidental drowning nearly impossible to reconcile with basic mechanics. Authorities eventually concluded that her death was a tragic accident. They stated she was off her bipolar medication, leading to a severe mental breakdown that caused her to hide inside the tank. Online sleuths rejected that finding entirely, pointing toward foul play. They argue a stalker cornered her in the hallway, forced her to the roof, and sealed her inside the tank, carefully evading the hotel's camera network. The internet sleuthing intensified when a tuberculosis outbreak occurred nearby on Skid Row. The standard medical test deployed for the outbreak was coincidentally named Lam Elisa, mirroring her exact name. This analysis ends in a deadlock. While the mental health theory aligns with her psychological history, it cannot account for the secured hatch. Conversely, the foul play theory resolves the physical contradictions, but remains speculative, unsupported by any direct footage or identified suspects. The Los Angeles Police Department officially closed the case. They issued a resolute ruling of accidental drowning, effectively dismissing the lingering mechanical contradictions of the water tank lid. But that final report ignores glaring operational failures. If the only path to the roof went through alarmed emergency doors, there is no explanation for why those alarms stayed completely silent that night. Furthermore, the Cecil was equipped with extensive surveillance, yet there is a total absence of any video footage tracking her journey from the 14th floor hallway all the way up to the highest point of the building. The official record presents a narrative where evidence directly contradicts physical reality, leaving no room for a cohesive, objective explanation of her final hours. Look at the elevator footage one more time and ask yourself, what exactly was waiting in that empty space beside her?
Some stories should never be uncovered.